like the goofiest mood ever today. I thought this morning that I was actually going to share. We've been talking a lot about health stuff and things like that. I thought that we would go into the beauty part. I really like playing around with makeup and stuff, so I thought that this morning I would share with you guys my morning routine. So be warned, you're going to get to see morning Jess. And it's a little bit longer maybe than otherwise, but I guess I've come to realize that my morning routine is longer than I pretend that it is. But here you guys go. Good morning, everybody. I thought I would share my my face with you guys right now. I do a lot of makeup. I think makeup is really fun. So I thought I would walk you guys through what I do in the mornings. I'm using the Aloe Nourish Serum from Forever Living, which I really, really like. I love the way that it feels when you put it on because it's so smooth. So always, it feels like such a cliche, but moisturize. Always really, really important to make sure that you have a good foundation for your foundation. Let's see. I was really, really happy this weekend when I went to the city with my hubby, and I found this at H&M. This was such a nostalgia trip for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the San Maria Angels. Anyway, plus it's huge, which is nice because they have a lot of makeup. I've got my foundation that is from Makeup Store. Really awesome. It gives really good coverage. I always put my liquid foundation there on my thumb, sort of, because I think it gives you good access to it. Spongy sponge. The face. Might actually need another pump. The nice thing with this, whenever you use liquid foundation, is that you can always build up coverage. I have areas in my face where I have a lot of freckles because I'm a redhead, so some places I want a little bit more coverage on. Others it would just look unnatural if my frecklage wasn't showing through completely. So just moving in circular motions. Days where I have a little bit more pimplage or whatever going on, which I generally don't really tend to have that much because I have really dry skin. But when that does happen, I usually use my concealer both before and after just to cover trouble spots. Oh my gosh, getting older, jeez. Eye circles. You can really get far just by using concealer. I look like a okay, this is my war paint. No, just concealing or lightening where you would usually have dark circles under your eyes or a bit of fine lines going on there. For my birthday this year, my friends gave me a new moisturizer for fine lines and this and that. I think it's on the one hand, it's easy to say, oh, I'm still young, I don't need that stuff, but you only have one skin and you need to take care of it. And the age of, I'm 34 now. I'm not gonna say 35. Not that I really care about age that much, but stuff is starting to happen and you need to lay the groundwork for your skin to be happy. Anyway, so I work, a lot of times I go over and I will work the concealer. After I've blended both the foundation and the concealer, I will work it into my skin to make sure that they blend together well. The heat from my fingers, or your fingers in your case, helps to sort of melt them into each other very nicely. So after I do my foundation, I take this brush, which I use for contouring. So blush from H&M actually. I tend to, like, I have a bunch of stuff that is a bit more high-end, a little bit pricier makeup. But then there's stuff that I just kind of feel like, you know what? You don't really need to get the super expensive either, you know? It's like the cheaper brands work just as well. It's sort of a prioritizing thing. Now I look like one of the 7 dwarfs, but this too shall pass. Okay, so bronzer, also from Makeup Store. I really love this one. I use this side of my brush to just sort of, and this is another thing where it's like, see what face shape you have, because contour does not look the same for everybody. I have a bit of a rectangular face, so I tend to soften the lines, soften the edges of my face. Bit of long brow, and my nose. Just shaping that in there. See, it looks so funny right now. I'm sorry, just looking like this. It does look really funny, but it's not the finished product. And let's see. So after I've done that, a lot of times I will go over my collarbones as well. Yes, I look funny. And go like that, and you'll get the natural line here. Just shading that with the bronzer above and beneath. This is one of those things where you have to go, okay, if you're gonna go full out, you wanna make sure that you have time in the mornings, because I remember being a teenager and being like, oh my gosh, I can't run out of the house with half my face on. You know, like if you'd only have mascara on one eye or whatever, you do not wanna have to run out of the house looking like this. Just a heads up on that one. Okay, so compact powder, buffing brush, kabuki brush, I think is the actual technical term. This I will use to blend so that I do not look as insane. A lot of times, if you're going to use foundation, you want to make sure that you contour or blush or highlight your face as well, because otherwise, if you're just going to be going for foundation and powder, you're going to get a really, really flat look to your face and just kind of look pasty, pale, or whatever. And you know, in that case, it's just better to just leave it natural. Always make sure to work your foundation and your powder down onto your neck so that you don't get that line that kind of defines your, you know, separates your face from your neck so it looks like you're wearing a mask. Nobody really likes that. So, making sure that I get that nose thing going on so I don't look too much like a... And a lot of times I'll be working in circular motions, but also, you know, working that into the skin, working the foundation and the powder together, working around the edges there. Okay, so after I've done this area, my décolletage, I generally tend to take, and this is what I really like from the Body Shop. They have all different eyeshadows that come in 4 different shades. I have a few different ones of these, but I really like this one, the one with the pinks and purples. It has a white in it that is really nice and has a sort of a mother of pearl shimmer to it, which I add as a highlight in between there. Then I tend to take this another Body Shop thing. And this looks a bit funny. Let's see. I actually don't use the pump because that kind of sprays it all over the place. I take it off and I go like that. And then I will blend those a little bit. This is nice for, like, you know, when you're not, I mean, this is Sweden, for goodness sake. Everybody's pretty pasty and pale this time of year, but it's kind of nice to have a bit of, hey, let there be light. That one works too. This one sort of, it has a shimmer to it, and it's like you get a bit of a glow to your complexion. Right now I'm highlighting the tip of my T-zone, nose tip. Might sound strange, but it gives you a nice glow. There. I will actually go back to the Body Shop white eyeshadow here and use the white again as a highlighter for this area right above my cheekbones, right under my eye. Also just as a highlighter. Is this blending it? Anyway, it's fun. Makeup is fun because you can vary it so differently every day. So this is my, you know, this would be my what I do every day, more or less, just as my general foundation. I'm trying to think here what I want to do with my makeup the rest of the day. Let's go with just a regular neutral color today, I think. Using this brush and this color palette, which has more of a, so I'll take the lids off so you can see the colors a little bit better. And it's actually really nice because it's got a nice earthy tones. So right now I'm using this one as a wash color. Just to cover the eyelid, get rid of any irregularities in the skin tone that might be there. And I basically just put that on, whole darn thing. Whoops. Let's see. So got that covered. And then I'm moving on to this brush, which I really like. It both has the angle tip and the rounder one. For this, for working my the globe of my eye, globelinium, I don't know, whatever you call it, the crease, my crease. I'll use this one, it's a bit of a warmer color. Just work that in there. Which is nice because it just kind of gives it a natural glow to it. Using the angled brush and taking the darker brown. And working that sort of in a V shape in the outer corner of the eyelid. Other eye. And then you know what, I'm gonna just kind of take the orangey bronzy color and blend that in a little bit. Go for more of a natural earthy look today. I will actually, a lot of times when I do my eyebrows, I will use the same brown color that I use for my eyeshadow. Let's see where I got my, oh no, there it is. Brow pen? No, it's not really brow pen. It's an eyeliner. It's a brown eyeliner. I like this because it's a little bit, I used to use okay, so I'm starting with just drawing a line underneath, defining where I want my eyebrow to be. A line, the base there. Other side. And here's my issues, that my hair is so fair that it tends to, tend to not notice and just forget to pluck my eyebrows properly. Okay, so I'm doing just the one line going through there. Just like that, just a little. And a lot of times you can just kind of skip the upper line, but the thing that I like about brow pencil, or that I like about eyeliners instead of brow pencils, is that they just tend to be, and this one's from Body Shop, I really like their stuff, but after I take the angled brush, the dark brown, and just kind of fill that in for a softer look. I don't always use the dark brown. Sometimes I use the medium brown because, in all honesty, my hair is not that dark, so it looks more natural. Whatever. Today we're going dark. After that, no, what I was gonna say was the eyebrow pen tends to be kind of hard and just doesn't. I feel like I have to push a little bit harder to get the pigment to stick, and then it just doesn't look as natural. So I'm brushing through to make sure that stuff gets curled properly. Work that in there. Then, times like these, times of need, when I need to pluck my eyebrows, I'll actually take my concealer. I think this was something else on Pinterest that I really like. Drawing a line on top and above my eyebrow, and yeah. It helps to kind of contain the brow and any flyaway hairs you might have. It's nice because we all want defined eyebrows, and yes, I will take care of my eyebrow pluckage or waxage or whatever I want to do this evening. A lot of times I will use a actual brush to do this, but I can't find it, so either this will do, or fingers. Fingers are always good. Fingers are like your best friend because you have the body heat, which kind of melts the foundation or concealer and works it into your skin, giving you more of a natural look. Nothing beats fingers. See? And that gives your brows a nice natural look. The crappiest lighting in here. I promise it looks better than it does on camera. Okay, so I'm actually gonna opt for a bit of a wing today with a brown liquid liner. Let's see. It's interesting. I'm realizing how long it takes me to do this. I'm like the ultimate time optimist. Oh, it only takes me 10 minutes to do my makeup, honey. You're right. A lot of times I'll do it like this. When I do my eyeliner, I will I'll actually lay it down just so that I get a proper straight line. You know, just because it's not always easy to work it in there. I guess it all kind of depends on the thickness that you're going for. Some people do this funky thing with a spoon to make sure they get the perfect wing. I think I'm too lazy to use all of that extra crap. I'm like, whatever, I'll just eyeball it. Because it's my eyes. Yeah, I'm nerdy, sorry people. So letting that settle a bit. Since it's liquid eyeliner, I don't want to smudge it when I curl my eyebrows. Here's my tiny little pencil. Just lining the lips with a pretty natural color. I will go around the outer corner of the lip and then also corners, but not filling in the entire way. Because if you do have it looking a little bit lighter in the middle, your lips just generally look fuller. And the liner just makes the gloss or lipstick or whatever you're using, makes it stick better. So this is my new favorite. It's from Victoria's Secret. It's Beauty Rush flavored gloss, and it smells and tastes good. Just adding a smidge of that to the center of my lip. And working it into the middle. For a natural day look. Okay, so hopefully my eyeliner has dried. Curling, gotta do the curlies. Okay, so I always do this in 2 steps. First, all the way into the base. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I move it out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's a nice natural curl to the eyelash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And move it out a little bit. One last curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also, if you want to, get a more lasting curl, which I'm just a little bit too lazy to do right now. Heat your lash curler with your hair dryer just a little bit. Just be super careful because seriously, you don't want to freaking burn your eye. It'll just be nasty. Okay, Dior's eyelash primer. Love it. I always use this before because it just makes the lashes pop a little bit better once you get the mascara on. My kids are playing Minecraft downstairs. It's just too funny to hear them try to decide who's gonna build what. Do this, do that. So if you hear anybody go, "Rah!" somebody probably killed something the other person built. Okay, so this is my I just adore this mascara. This is Blackout, Dior Show Blackout. It is awesome. It's blacker than black. And I love it. Kind of gives me that false lash feel to it, you know? I love falsies, so I'll wear them even if I'm not. Even if I'm not going anywhere special, well, I mean, like if I'm going to work or something like that, even if I'm not like going on a date night or whatever, once in a while, falsies are just fun. I had a long period of doing lash extensions, which I love. Like, it's nice because when you do them, they're all black and you don't have to worry. You wake up in the morning and your eyelashes are already done and you don't really have to do that much of anything. It's like you got your brows and you got your lashes done. All you really need is lip gloss and you can have the door. But on the other hand, it's like they fall off one by one, and I am not a fan of the half lash on the face look. So once I've gone through and done this layer, I usually take just a lash brush to just make sure I don't have any, because this mascara is new too, so it tends to just get a little bit much. Don't want it lumpy. Sure you get good separation there. And you can always add, you can always build up as long as you don't have lumpage going on. There you go. There you go. There I go. So with that, I'm actually going to go over, taking my angle brush again, and dipping that in the dark brown, and just to kind of smudge the eyeliner, because I don't know, I'm just not really going for a completely dolled up kind of look today, just a little bit more natural. Just kind of smudge it a little bit. And it's nice because this one is it is a dark brown, so it looks good. I am going to take a little bit of brown, my lower lash line, just to add a bit of smoky, because we all like the smokies. And take the bronzy color too here, just to okay, so this is the eyeshadow look. I'm actually going to let's see, I am going to take the pearly white shadow again, take my tip of my finger, just add that there, can do that, and just add that to the, like right here on the brow bone, outer corner. Generally that just kind of adds an instant lift to your eyes. Instant facelift, gotta love it. Surgery not needed. Okay, people, so I am going to just go over my face one last time with this little guy. Blend, blend, blend. Do not forget your decolletage. And hair, good Lord. Shirt on. Too tired to do anything much with my hair today, so messy bun it is. I will just use pins, pins, pins. So, this would be my morning routine today, people. Oh, and hairspray. Keep that stuff where it belongs. And more or less set. So basically that's what I do when I'm not totally bumming it, which I also do once in a while. But any steps that you don't want to do, you don't have to do. I mean, nothing is obligatory, for goodness sakes, but it's fun to be able to have the option. And hope you guys have a great weekend and see you next week. Bye-bye.